Hello everyone and welcome to our unboxing for the G1-A Starfighter, also known as the Mist Hunter.
I really missed it.
All right, today we're going to be taking a look at this wonderful expansion from Wave 8 for Star Wars X-Wing. We're going to start by looking at the dial and the pilots, and we're going to dive into the upgrades and crew that come with the ship.
First things first, this model is really cool looking.
It is really cool looking.
I really like calling this a lowrider.
Oh yeah? So
Because
like,
you can take it off of its base.
Hold on.
Yeah, all of it, all the way. No, take that off.
I'm going.
Boom. Look at that. Look at that. This ship is awesome.
All right, I'm going to go back to this. Keep going. You keep talking.
It is a very cool looking ship. And also, Zuckuss and Forlom are one of my favorite duos in Star Wars.
Yeah, me too. So much so that the last time I played the Star Wars RPG, I was a Gand. Of the variety that doesn't need oxygen to breathe, so that way I can float in space and kill people.
This is accurate.
That is accurate.
So Zing was his name.
Zing. I said that every time.
All right, so let's
Anyways,
dive into this ship's
first.
dial.
Okay. Let's dial it in.
This ship has 1 red turns.
Hey, that seems fair.
It is balanced. It's got 1 green
All
banks.
these green one
So
turns being handed out like candy. Anyways, go ahead.
1 green banks,
All right.
1 green forward.
Yep.
So that's pretty fair. That's fair.
Yep.
Then it has 2 white turns, 2 white banks, and a 2 green forward.
Okay.
Which is solid.
Yeah.
Then it has a 3 red bank.
All right. I thought that was a slip for a second. I got
And
excited.
then a 3 forward that's green, a 3K that's red.
That's a nice little tight K turn.
It's not bad. 4 forward and then a 4K.
Far. Okay. So it's an okay dial.
So it
does one turn.
Fair dial.
It's red, but like fine.
It does only have 5 green maneuvers, so that can make you a little bit predictable if you don't.
If stress matters to you.
If stress matters to you. It's fine. It's fine. All right,
Okay.
so let's go into the ship thing.
Yeah. First up, we have the Ruthless Freelancer. He's 23 points.
He has no roots.
3 pilot skill, 3 attack, 1 agility. So kind of lacking in that department.
1 agility blows.
But he does have he does have 4 hull and 4 shields. So for
Okay.
23 points, you're getting a pretty beefy ship.
8 health is not something to squander away.
And just for like a Wave 8 scum comparison here, for 25, we got the Contracted Scout.
2 more points, 1 extra hull.
1 extra hull and also 1 extra agility, but 1 less attack, but a 360 turret. So very different ships we're
They're
looking at
very
here. And then we get the crew slot, the systems upgrade.
Which is arguably top 3 upgrades in the game.
Those 2 are 2 of the top 3. The 4, unquestionably, and we're just going to go into it here. EPT, crew, systems, modification.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 things that matter most, and it gets 2 of
the
them.
best.
And then for scum, right there next is the illicit slot, which
It's pretty good. There's some good ones.
I'm more and more impressed with the illicit slot the longer this game goes.
Glitter Stem is a good card.
Dude, Glitter Stem, it got me. It got me once.
It will get you.
Yeah.
It's the kind of card that will get you.
Anyways, that's the basic.
That's just the
Ruthless
basic
guy.
guy.
Yep. What do I
The
got
next one we got is the Gand Findsman for 25 points. So we go up to a 5 pilot skill. No ability.
5's important. I'm going to say it's a lot. It's above 4.
It is above.
Which is a key number
Wait.
in X-Wing.
Yeah, it's above 4.
That's how the math works. Yeah.
But yeah, no ability, just a blank Gand Findsman for
All right.
2 more points.
Cool.
Same price as the Contracted Scout.
So we jump up to 27.
Jump up.
We jump up to 27, and we get Forlom. Little droid counterpart.
This guy better be good.
He gets the EPT,
Okay, that's good.
6 pilot skill,
It's not bad.
and he gets an ability. At the start of the end phase, you may assign 1 of your stress tokens to another ship at
I
range
love
1.
it. I love it. So
Oh,
my
man.
first thoughts immediately go to push the limit.
Oh yeah.
So I just focus evade or focus target lock or focus whatever.
Whatever. He can. Oh, by the way, he can focus, target, lock, evade.
Yeah.
3 best actions in the game.
And he might be
Nice
able to,
barrel
he might
boost.
have a way to he might have a way to get another action with a title or something later.
We'll see about that.
But he can do 2 actions, and then he can move the stress from the push the limit to an enemy ship at range 1.
And I mean, I'm sure there's some wonky. So hold on a second. Let's just. Agreed. I agree on that. But remember a second ago when I said the 4 most important slots on a ship.
This
This
guy has
ship
all of them.
can literally do all of them. All 4. I can't believe. So the Jumpmaster 5000 preview got posted, and the internet went wild, right? And I didn't look because I don't like spoilers. But the internet, I looked a little. The internet went wild, all right? And then we learn about the Mist Hunter, and it's like crickets, crickets. And then I'm looking through here, because there's a guy who commented on my Road to Open Series blog and said, hey, have you checked out adaptability yet? And I was like, hey, what's that? It's in the Mist Hunter because I don't look at stuff before we unbox them, except for a little. So, anyways, I'm looking at the ship and I'm looking through and it's like, man, Forlom and Zuckuss have the 4 best slots in the game.
They're good.
Like, if you can't make those ships work, then what are we doing?
Then something was wrong.
Like, what are we doing? So, anyways, that in and of itself is worth 27 points for me to be able to explore combining the 4 best slots of the game. And I'm sure there's some systems upgrades that I have no idea about because that's how I roll. And he gets the illicit slot, and he can pass the stress off to an enemy, even a friendly ship.
Or friendly, yep.
He can PTL, pass it over to your guy that doesn't care about stress anyway, and lock and load.
Or that's already been stressed to heck with Stress Hog.
And if your opponent happens to be in range 1, goodness gracious, you're stressing.
Forget about it.
And the thing about it, right, is when you stress them, it's not the stress that is necessarily the problem. It's then they have to do a green maneuver. It's predictability.
It's that they can't do a red maneuver, I think, more
they
than
can't
anything.
K-turn, they can't S-loop, unless you're the jump master and you jump to the left.
But whatever.
Anyways, I'm in love with the Mist Hunter.
That's good.
In fact, Mist Hunter is the reason I'm going to try out Scum for the first time, and that's coming soon. Like, really try out Scum. You know what I mean? Like,
really?
Play Scum. For real.
You heard it here.
Yeah.
Up next, for 1 more point, 28 points,
All right.
we get the man, the myth, the legend, Zuckuss.
I'm a Zuckuss fanboy, like I said. Ganned it up, man. Let's see what we get.
EPT,
So we can-
crew, systems, illicit, all that good stuff. 7 pilot skill.
With an EPT, so you can be a
With
9.
EPT. When attacking,
All right.
so you're shooting somebody.
Yeah,
That's how attacking works.
Okay.
You may roll 1 additional attack die. If you do, the defender rolls 1 additional defense dice.
I love it.
It's great.
Man, you know what? Against Lambda, against Falcon, against even
Ghost.
the big guys, even the like Vader. It's like, I'll give you another green.
You know
what
what's-
happens? You know what you can't do? You can't trust greens.
I was about to say, you know what's better than a green?
A red.
A red.
Every time. Especially if you're playing this, you're doing it correctly, right? Like you're going to be offensively geared with this shit.
Correct. It's good. So at range 1, you're rolling 5 dice. Okay.
Oh, man.
You can't complain about that.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's get into the upgrades.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of
Zuckuss is great.
adaptability.
You get 2 copies of adaptability. This is a 0-point EPT, Zach.
All right. I like it.
You know what that means?
I mean, it's going to go in a lot of lists that aren't using their EPTs.
Which is not very many, but
No,
it will.
because EPT is great.
It's a dual card, Zach.
What's that mean, Tim?
It's double-sided. It's
Does
got 2
that
sides.
just mean no matter how I throw my cards out, it's always on the right side?
No.
Okay,
That's
what
not
does it
means.
mean?
It is, on one side, it says decrease your pilot skill value by 1.
Okay.
On
that
the
could
other
be
side-
interesting, right? Like maybe you have a 9 that you want to be an 8, like Vader and Inquisitor, so they're on the same PS.
The other side says increase your pilot skill by 1.
But how does that work?
So here's how it works.
All right.
So
And
whenever-
what do you call this kind of card?
A dual card.
Dual.
Dual.
Not like
Not like dual, but
Dual?
dual.
dual.
Dual card.
Yeah. Okay.
But so the way that this works
All right.
is whenever you're placing your ships,
Yep.
you place them on their printed pilot skill. But whenever you place it, you choose which side of this card you want to be active during that game.
Sick. So Vader could be a 10 or an 8.
Correct. Or Howrunner could be a 9 or a 7, or
However you want.
Whatever, anything with an
Zuckuss could be an
EPT.
8. There it is.
Anything with
you
an
want to run
EPT.
through them all real quick?
Okay. So starting with the Black Squadron pilot.
All right, next up.
It's good.
Adaptability.
It's good.
That's a really good card. I actually looked at using it in my Pal Paces list with Vader because I was also running Inquisitor, so he can bump down to an 8 if I'm playing against like 3 contracted scouts or something. Really important. Inquisitor can shoot first,
Huge.
strip shields, and then, anyways. Next up, Electronic Baffle. Systems upgrade. 1 point. It's got old Forlom hanging out there. When you receive a stress token or an ion token, you may suffer a damage to discard that token.
That's not bad. How many copies of that do we get?
Dose.
2 copies of that. It's a fine card. It's a systems upgrade, so it's kind of hard to justify it over like fire control system or advanced sensors.
Yeah.
But I think it's a valid slot for 1 point.
It really lets you like just go gung ho, right? They
Yeah.
can't ion you down. They can't stress you out.
Yeah. No, it's
And-
just the thing that you don't want to do, but you need to do sometimes.
I've got a feeling that is going to be more important for a ship later that has a systems upgrade. Like this is
Pre-gaming?
pre-seed, right? It's like
That's fair. That's completely fair.
Anyways, that's just
Next,
like
we have one of the most talked about cards in this wave, Tractor Beam.
that. Yep.
It's a 1-point turret weapon.
All right.
Okay.
1 to 3.
1 to 3. 3 attack dice.
Wait a second. This is a turret?
Yeah, I think so, right?
What's it doing in this box?
Or is that a secondary?
No, that's a turret, man.
I think that's a turret.
I know why it's in the box. We'll get to that in a minute. Go ahead. Yep.
But is that a turret?
That is a turret, dude.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
It's not on the Mist Hunter.
Yeah.
But we know why.
You
Give
attack
it a
one
second.
ship.
All right.
If this attack hits, the descender receives 1 tractor beam token. Then you cancel all dice results.
No damage.
No damage.
How does a tractor beam work?
So the way that works
Show me.
is, so first of all, you get the token.
All right.
Your agility is reduced by 1 for the rest of the round.
Oh.
Whatever you hit with it.
Oh.
So it's pretty good.
All right.
But then you, as the attacker, can force the ship to do a barrel roll of your choice.
What?
With one exception, you can barrel roll onto obstacles.
Okay, so if you hit this guy, you could be like, hey,
Like,
dude,
bop.
you're going to barrel roll over here
Bop.
under the debris. Or over here under the rock.
Yeah.
Which
Bop.
could then do a damage. You also don't get to attack.
You also get attack.
So if you had, I don't know, Zuckuss with veteran instincts, put nothing. He's a
saying.
9. There's very few ships that are going to be at 9 or above. Then you can hit a 9, make them do a barrel roll, even big ships. They barrel roll
I don't
sideways.
think it works on big ships. We'll have to check that.
We'll reference it. We'll see. Anyways, they potentially take a damage. If they land on this, they take a stress, right? If a debris, they take a stress. If they hit a rock, they maybe take a damage. And they're moved. That is horrible.
Yeah. It is worth noting that you can only barrel roll a ship once, though.
So if they already barreled this turn, they can't barrel again?
No.
You can only do
You can
one
only
tractor
do
beam.
one tractor beam barrel
Yeah,
roll.
you can't just like doop, doop,
Right.
doop, doop.
But
Can you
you-
barrel them off the board?
No.
Okay. I like asking rules questions
No.
on the spot.
But, so if you have like 3 tractor beams, you can still shoot with them and lower their agility by 1 for each one.
Okay.
But you can only do the barrel roll once.
That's still really good. Dude, what is up? No Mist Hunter love. All right,
Pretty good. For 1 point.
Let's keep going. Do you have the title? Let's just get to the title. Let's skip ahead to
Okay,
the title.
we're going to do the title
Let's
next,
talk
apparently.
about how you can get the tractor beam in the first place.
Okay.
I remember this now.
So this is a title.
Right.
It's 0 points for the G1-A Starfighter.
Also known as, it's the Mist Hunter title.
It's the Mist Hunter
That's what
title.
you want.
I missed it. Your action bar gains the barrel roll action.
What? Wait, they get the barrel roll?
You get the barrel roll.
Ah! I had no idea. I'm so happy right now. I'm really gonna break this ship. I am a Zuckuss is converting me right here, right now. All right, let's go. Dude, it's control position too. I'm a control player. That's why I like the ace positioning and going last. This is even worse because I can do it to you.
Here is the other half of the title, though. You must equip 1 tractor beam upgrade card, paying its squad point cost as normal.
So 1 point. You pay 0 to get a barrel roll and a free 1 point tractor beam on a ship that doesn't have a tractor beam.
Correct.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting. I'm excited to see you try to break it.
Man, I'm so happy right now. I can't. You know what the problem is? You have 1 agility on a ship, but you have 8 health. I'm used to having 2 health, or 3, right? Anyways, all right.
Yeah.
So now let's get to some pretty cool cards.
3 of the cooler cards in this pack, I would say.
I would say 3 of the coolest cards.
The coolest cards around.
Anyways, 4 alarm the crew card. He's 1 point. Scum only. He's a crew, so he can go on the Zuckuss ship, right?
Bop.
Or whatever. When attacking, during the modify attack dice step, you can receive an ion token to choose 1 of the defender's focus or evade tokens. That token cannot be spent during this attack.
That's pretty good.
So if you take the ion token, you're going to basically choreograph that you're going to go 1 forward. But it's like, oh, you have a focus that you can't use. That's pretty good. We're an evade token, right?
Yep.
So you want to get in there and do some damage. Now, let's think back to that systems upgrade. When you would take an ion token or a stress, you can take damage instead. So in that case, you can choose to take damage instead of choreographing your move. I don't like taking ion tokens
It's brutal.
because they know where I'm going to go.
But, sometimes it's the game.
No, I do know. It's like, hey, Vader, you don't use that focus. All right. I like Forlom a lot.
Yeah, no, it's good. Up next,
So
we
we
have
Zuck does.
Zuckuss crew. Zuck.
Mark Zuckuss.
Man, he Zucks. Just kidding. He's a 1 point crew, scum only. When attacking,
All of these are 1 point.
you may receive any number of stress tokens.
All right.
So I could take 10 stress tokens if I wanted to.
Yeah.
To choose an equal number of defense dice, the defender must reroll those dice.
Wow.
So I attack you, you roll 3 evades, 3 stress tokens, reroll them all.
So that could be really good and really bad. Now you have 3 stress. So this is really going to be on a ship that doesn't care about the stress happening. Which I think there's a ship. I remember seeing it at the hot open. Some guy was like, yeah, I have 10 stress on my ship and I don't care.
The only one that I can think of is Tycho, who's a rebel.
Hey, he's not a scum.
He's not, well, he's
All right.
scum. But
Well, Zuckuss is cool.
Zuckuss is
Rerolls
cool.
are good. I'm nervous about all that stress.
It's also, take 1 stress, reroll that 1 evade that you rolled.
Yep. Which is fair. That's, okay. I'm going to back up a second. That's good. That's fair. I'll take S, right? And then I do a green. I'm going to be curious to look at the other Scum ships. Again, I'm not super familiar with Scum that have that slot because I think it'll be more usable on non-Mist Hunter ships.
Yep.
So, final card in the pack, we have the Cloaking Device. It's unique. So you get one. Illicit slot, 2 points. Small ship only. Action. Perform a free cloak action. Free. Wait. The action is get the free action? Do you get another action? This is the
It's
action.
your normal action.
All right. At the end of each round, if you are cloaked, roll 1 attack die on a focus result. Discard this card. Then decloak or discard your cloak token. That's funny. So it's like a faulty cloaker.
Yeah.
It's like kind of works. You stole it.
Now, here's my problem with this card.
You have a 1 in 4 chance of getting rid of your
It's
cloak.
a 1 in 4 chance of just losing your 2-point upgrade the
But
first
only,
time.
only if you're cloaked.
Right.
So you can save it until you need to cloak. Cloak, get your defense that round. Then at the end of the round, you might lose it. I like this way more than anyone online let on. I feel like
fine.
I've been duped by the online action community.
Here's the thing. It's fine. It's a fine card. But it's just so hard to justify spending 2 points on a thing that is going to work once and then just get discarded.
Maybe work once.
I know.
There's a 1 in 4 chance it works.
I'm just saying.
It's a 75% chance it works more than once.
I know.
Because then you decloak and then you stay uncloaked until you really need it again.
I understand the theory that you're saying.
Here's what's going to happen, right? I'm on now a quest to make this okay, right? To make the Mist Hunter good, to like usable. I'll try it at like a monthly tournament or something like that. I'll try it at League Night too. But if you disagree, if you think the ship is good or bad, I would love to hear from you in the comments, please. Please, please. What do you think about this ship and this?
I think it's a really cool ship. I think it's very strong. There are a lot of really interesting combinations you can do, I think.
All right.
Because it has so many of those good upgrades.
It has all the good upgrades. I just feel like a kid in a candy store getting a pick.
It's very interesting. It's a lot of combinations we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
With the crew and the systems or the
And the EPT and the modification,
it's just good.
Because you get barrel roll, right? So you can engine upgrade. So now you have boost barrel roll, and you can PTL. So this is quickly becoming ace fill, minus the pie skill. You know, all that.
We'll
jazz.
see.
Well, I love it. I'm excited to try it out. If you don't already have it, you can of course get it from us on our online web store or right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can also get a ton of custom, beautiful acrylic goods that are fully compatible with X-Wing, like these asteroid debris, and we would love for you to check them out. So stay tuned. We'll be back in more Wave 8. Thank you guys so much for watching.
See you guys.